following story is labelled The Holiday from Hell and takes place at the Jasmine Palace. It's narrated by myself, Tybal, and Lewis. Lewis was a major part of the story. Having his input makes the story 100% better, even though it might be 30 seconds. Now, before it starts, your discretion is advised. It's to inform, not to scare. These videos will be released throughout the month of October. Hope you enjoy. The following story takes place in 2017, where me and my full family went on a 2-week vacation to Egypt. Now, before I even start talking about the negatives, I just want to say Egypt is a miraculous place. Absolutely amazing. Extremely hot, obviously. And before I even start telling the story, I just want to show you a couple of pictures that were taken during my time there, just to show how amazing the country is. Here, as you can see right here, this was a historical statue. I don't know where it's from. It was for like the pharaohs. It was a pharaoh statue or something back when it was the woman, whatever her name was. The woman was in control. Right here, when we were travelling back to the hotel, we saw about 20 people in the back of this one car. I know this is only half of the photo, but the bus was moving. Yeah, 20 people were situated in the back of this one wee car. Or truck if you're American. Right here, this was the graffiti. It wasn't even graffiti, was it? It was like, this was the shit that was behind Tutankhamun. Behind Big Toot. And here's Big Toot himself. Now, I just thought this was amazing, right? Just knowing the history behind Tutankhamun's tomb, about how the archaeologists were cursed and they died a few weeks after opening the tomb. Now, me personally getting to go down inside the tomb myself, just to experience it, was just amazing, especially after knowing the background of it. This was the actual photo. This is where Tutankhamun lies. Lies within this one wee, whatever it is. It's like a wee, I don't even can, like a casket. So you want to call it. Like I've not studied Egyptian in ages. I absolutely loved doing the Egyptian studies in school. The next photo, I know you would enjoy. I put this in especially for you because I knew you would appreciate the insurgents and police riot bands. But now, without the good stuff out of the way, it's time for the bad. This was a beautiful place we were situated in. Jasmine Palace, the place our story occurred. Now, it was all fine in daytime, right? Daylight was the amazing part of the holiday for us. Sit by the pool, get a couple of drinks, you know, enjoy the food, enjoy the nighttime entertainment. Now, I just want to specify before the story even starts, when we first arrived at this hotel, they gave us wristbands out. Now, they never checked passports, so we just got handed wristbands, and I got handed an adult wristband so I could drink. Right? So, just want to say that because it's going to be important later on in the story. So, daytime, as I've already described it, amazing, absolutely lovely. What you got to see right here is the pool we sat beside. Now, when it turned night time here, that's when the evil would come out. Now, the first night was alright, the second night was okay. It was probably about the third night in. This is where it all started. Now, me and my cousins were sitting talking about life, right? There, 2 of them are twins. One of them was at his mum's, like, wee dorm place, which was situated like a wee bit further away. Yeah, it was a wee bit further away. So he comes back in, when me and my cousin are sitting talking. He burst in the door. Ty, somebody's been following me. I don't know who it is. He's been sitting following me. So we're like, who? What are you talking about? Now it's also important to specify Lewis has a history of talking so much rubbish, it's unbelievable. So that's why it was very hard for us to believe him. But after hearing Lewis's part of the story, where Lewis described it as this one wee guy was sitting following him from his mum's room to his, I described him as like a security guard, an undercover security guard. That's what we first thought. But I'm like, let's go outside. I love this kind of stuff. Creepypasta, that's my kind of hang. I like all that kind of stuff. So, after pleading with Jack and Lewis, they finally agree and we set out to go and try and find this guy. After searching for a good 20 minutes or so, going down the hallways, corridors, whatever you want to call them, which were like inside but outside hallways. I don't know how best to describe them. It's basically just this one wee wall, but it had like a wee railing on it. So, after looking, we turn the corner, and who do we meet facing us? None other than the guy Lewis described who had been following him. So, Jack and Lewis take off running. I don't fully believe Lewis yet, so I just fast walk behind them. But then I'm like, no, Jack, Lewis, no, come on. We've got to face this guy, we've got to sit and tell him to stop following us. But no, we didn't listen. So, we brought it back to Jack and Lewis's hotel room, because I was getting left by myself, no chance. So, after going back to Jack and Lewis's hotel room, recovering our thoughts, we both agreed that this guy was probably just undercover security guard. So, now, here's the shooting part. We go back outside. We go back out to the side to see this guy again. Now, you'd think, Terry, you have not just came up to you and said he was a security guard. Now, apparently not, because the guy went missing. So we went around looking for this guy again to see if he was about, and it was nowhere to be seen. So, after looking around for him again, we go down the same corridor we first met him in. Nowhere to be seen, so we go around again, keep looking, nowhere, so we head back. Now, we turn this next corner, and guess who it is? It's El Creepo. So, Jack and Lewis take off running. I can. And I walk behind them, I was getting ready to run off, but this time, nah, I said, Jack, Lewis, we've got to confront him, we've got to see why he keeps following us. So, obviously, because I was a little child, I wasn't really thinking. So I waited, and I turned around and shouted at him, why the F are you still following us? What do you want? Piss off! And the guy never spoke a bit of English, right? So he didn't really, he couldn't really say nothing. So he just walks away from us. I'm like, ah, you better run. Right, and I feel a bit savage or something, big hard man. So, what happens is we go back to the hotel room after all that. Yeah, I know. So, we go back to the hotel room, go to sleep. The next again, night follows up after another amazing day climbing about the pool. This time we go out our nightly walk, because we like going on walks during the night, especially on holiday, it's amazing. So, we go about and see if this guy's about, nowhere to be seen. So I say, Jack, Lewis, there's some rangers, let's go and sit on them and see if we can spot them. Now, as we were slowly but surely making our way to the sun loungers, we're sitting looking at people's hotel rooms because we like to be nosy. One hotel room specifically caught my eye. There was this African American woman. She was fully exposed and she had her buttocks out, basically leaning right against the window. So we could not help ourselves. We had to just laugh, so we just kept laughing and kept walking. So we got to the sun loungers, we sat down. It's in this wee shaded bit, so if that guy was walking about the pool, he wouldn't see us. So, after a good 30-40 minutes talking about just about life again, I can't actually remember the conversation. We look across the pool. Who's there? El Creepador. Yeah, big El Creepo's there. So we're thinking, oh, he's got to come over here. He's got to come over here. Oh no, no, doesn't come over here. He doesn't come over. Nah, he continues walking up. He walks up in the direction of the main reception. So we feel as if he's gone up to the main reception. But we were wrong, because just as we had finished discussing that, here he's coming back, marching on. Right, his wee creepy smile on his face again. Oh my god, this is the bit which I can't believe. He goes over this big grassy bit, which was about 12 feet away from us, right? Obviously he saw us at this point, because he walked straight past us. And this is where he picked up the gardening hose and started watering the plants. So we feel so stupid. It was just a gardener. And I was a smartass, right? So I said, Jack, I dare you to ask if we sit the sun engine next to you. Because there was a spare sun engine next to Jack. There was 4 in a row. And Jack's like, I ain't doing that! Sorry for screaming. Me and Lewis just sit and laugh at him. I say, Lewis, I dare you to ask me to sit next to you. Lewis is like, alright, because Lewis doesn't have the full brain. So, Jack and Lewis swap tongue lungers. Lewis lies back on his tongue lunger, and he pats his tongue lunger, shouts, excuse me. And guy looks, says, come to it. Strangely, guy doesn't question it. No, he comes, he sits down next to us. Now, what I'm going to say next, it's going to be very hard to believe, but trust me. Just follow me, because what I'm telling you is no word of a lie. There's no reason for me to be here for completely lie. The guy puts his left hand behind his head to support it. He puts his right hand in front of him with his wee small Nokia phone. And what he has on his phone is adult content, adult videos, right? And how to be honest, bro, he simply tilts his phone to show off us. Remember, we're little boys, we don't know what that is. So we're like, brilliant, bro. Obviously, we never actually said that. We never even said nothing. We just shook the head. Eventually, after a couple of awkward moments after that, he got up and he walked away. He never even went back for his hose. He just walked away. I'm sure he was going to come back to that or something later. So we feel so awkward. We walk back to the hotel room. Now, it's important to note there's this wee alleyway which would take you out to the back part of the hotel, which is where Jack and Lewis's hotel room was. Now, on this wee alleyway at the end there, you had the hotels on the left hand side of the road. You had a wee small road which was illuminated by a couple of lighting, and on the opposite side of the road there's this one bush which separated a massive field. At the very bottom of the road you had the beach. The top part of the road you had the exit. So we walk out, we walk up these stairs bit that's connected, and I think, alright, that's it, everything's fine. Who's at that back road after we just left that wee bit to walk up the stairs? El Creepo. So we're sitting, being quiet, right, because he doesn't know that we're just above him on that balcony. He doesn't even look up. So he sits and looks, he wanders up and down that road, nothing. Then strangely he walks to the wee gap that was connected to the field. How do we know this was a field, you may ask? Well, simply after about 20 minutes recovering, after this guy went to the field, we went to Lewis's room. We spent 20 minutes discussing what this guy's just done. And I say, Lewis, let's come find out what's in that wee bit. So because Lewis was older than me, I say, Lewis, go and see what's in there, will you? So Lewis does it. Lewis goes up, and he quickly comes back out because there's some new lights apparently. So he comes out, and basically what it was just a few. I transform myself into full Karen mode, simply because I was pissed off. So I storm up into the reception. They remember the passport part, because this is where it's important. After shouting at the guy, said, "Why are you hiding a pedo? This is a 5-star hotel, and you're sitting hiding a pedo. That's not happening." Simply, the head of security asks me, "Why? How old are you?" I tell him my age. He gets his Edward scissors out. He cuts it off. He gives me a chilled one. He slaps on a chilled one, and that pissed me off even more. I said, "You care about me and a wristband? Then I was all getting kidnapped. I'm going to phone the police and all the rest of it, right? Even though none of your parents were there." So the man to speak to head of security. Head of security comes out. Doesn't speak a bit of English. Not one bit of English. But Lewis started magically doing sign language. I think he was just doing things with his fingers. But the head of security knew it. What Lewis was saying to him, because we went out looking for this guy. He was nowhere to be found. About 15 minutes after, we discover where the guy is. He's sitting doing his wee job, his wee gardening job. Apparently when the head of security is about, he does his job. So we tell him, "That's him, that's the man, that's the man, that's the man." Head of security turns around and goes, "No, this is Ramit. He's a good man, he worked for us." "Oh wait, no he's no, he's a pedo, you have to get rid of him." The head of security is like, "We put on extra security, you go bed now." Well, we just listen to him at this point, because the head of security can chuck us out. I don't want chucked out in a foreign country. Right. So, it came the following few days, where I went to my bed, Lewis was in his bed, it was just Jack up. Jack was at the balcony, he dropped his key card into the bushes down below. Jack went down to collect it, and let's just say, you ever had that feeling where somebody's staring at you? Well, that's what I had, because Lewis was staring at me when I woke up and went, "Lewis, where's my mum?" Because me and my mother were sharing rooms, we had 2 double beds. But Lewis said, "There's been a big accident, they're off at mum's house." So I chuck on my sandals, we went up, and let's just say it resulted in the guy, quote unquote, getting fired. I mean, all the head of security done was shout at him, so we don't know if he actually got fired. He said he finished, but who knows what that could mean. Egyptian. But the scariest part was what Jack told me on the plane ride home, and that was, apparently when we were all sleeping, Jack was sitting out on his balcony and he dropped the room key card into the bushes down below. Jack went down the stairs to collect it, and when he went to pick it up, the exact same man put Jack into the bushes and tried to take advantage of him. Jack was able to escape that day, luckily, but we'll never truly know what his intentions were. And why this video was to inform, not to scare. Simply because of the language barrier. We'll never know if Ramid is still lurking about the Jasmine Palace looking for his next victim, or if he's in a better place. He's getting help that he needs. But people, with that being said, that's my part of the story. I know we're about 19 minutes into this now, but get ready, because here's Lewis's side. It's a lot more summarised than mine. Here you go.
Well, in Egypt, we were in Egypt, and this guy followed me, Jack, and Ty, and he grabbed Jack in the bushes. Jack came running back into the hotel room, so we followed him, and then he followed us about the hotel and that, tried to chase us a bit, and pretty much that's all I remember.
And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we have came to the end of the Holiday from Hell video. Now these videos will be uploaded every weekday until Halloween, as we're getting the Halloween theme. If you like this video, give it a wee like so I can it's liking it. Next week I think you'll enjoy the next one. It's something to do with the killer clowns, my personal encounter with them. So, hope you enjoy, people. Have a great day, and peace.